There are 3 stories which I distinctly remember from childhood that I was told by my parents, their friends, and Maulanas at the mosque. They were: educate yourself even if it means you have to go to China. 2. The Prophet's cat Muezza fell asleep on the robes he was wearing whilst he was awake. In order not to disturb it, he cut up his garments so that his cat could remain asleep. 3. A Jewish lady used to throw garbage over the Prophet on his usual route every day. One day she didn't, and he went to check up on her to see if she was well. She thanked him and later converted to Islam. I have been unable to put a source to any of these. I now know that it's because there is none. They are all stories which are not in the Quran nor Hadith, not in any Islamic literature. In fact, the second story about the Prophet's sleeping cat has actually found its way into Islam through the Baha'i faith. They are all myths and legends we were brought up on after being repeated generation by generation, and show what we and our parents always assume to be the truth is not always as it seems until we investigate it with open minds. Our beliefs are a combination of our genetic and our socio-environmental factors we were given. By genetic I mean the congenital factors such as intelligence we inherited from our parents. By socio-environmental factors I mean the country we were born in, the media, the schools we went to, the subjects we studied, the friends we had, our siblings, our uncles and aunties, etc. As this is the case, then isn't it a little unfair to punish us for what follows as a result of these? In other words, if God or your parents gave you your gene pool along with your environment, and we are a product of these, for example, a baby was born to caring and loving idol-worshipping parents in a neighbourhood that discouraged free thinking, then it would be no surprise that most children brought up in this environment would follow in the footsteps of their parents. Yet according to numerous references in the Quran, they will all inevitably go to hell. How can God punish me for the brain he gave me which thinks the evidence of an Abrahamic God's existence is next to 0? Particularly when he says in Quran 7.177, He whom God guideth is the guided, or in Quran 2.7, Allah has set a seal on their hearts and on their hearing. Then whose fault is that? Do we not have free will, or are those verses a contradiction? Quran 8.17, You did not kill them, it was Allah who killed them. You did not throw when you threw, it was Allah who threw. So he might test the believers with this excellent trial from him. Allah is all hearing, all knowing. The Quran says that Allah already knows what our actions will be, and whether we will go to heaven or hell. In that case, why not just send us to hell from the beginning? What is the point of striving towards anything if our destiny and the eventuality is already ordained from the beginning? I feel a better lesson for human beings to learn is that you bear the consequences of your own actions, not that the outcome is preordained and that you can do little about it. Yet in accordance with Islam, apostates or people who have left the religion should not be debated with, but killed? Please don't take this as signing my own death warrant, but it does say in Quran 4.89, according to the Pictorial translation, They long that ye should disbelieve even as they disbelieve, that ye may be upon a level. So choose not friends from them till they forsake their homes in the way of Allah. If they turn back, then take them and kill them wherever ye find them, and choose no friend nor helper from among them. Say Bukhari 4.260. The Prophet said, If a Muslim discards his religion, kill him. Is there much point in killing people who are just skeptical by nature? They are not all inherently bad people, and do not deserve to be murdered just because they do not believe in something they have not seen. By the same token, why reward those that are more easily convinced by something they cannot see? Is it a meritable act worthy of reward? It just does not seem like a religion that I believe is a good code of life to follow, and I believe might help to partly explain why Muslims are where they are today.